It's been the home of the Panthers since 1996. Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. We welcome you to EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. With my partner, Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. Off we go from Bank of America Stadium. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
Brings up second and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Now a shot here, deep middle. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. And the Panthers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Black, 95. Hut.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Ready.
Brings up second and 9.
Ready.
Out of the shotgun. Young. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 3.
Third down and 3.
Here we go, set.
From the gun, it's Young. He's got it inside the 5. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation. And that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
50, green, set.
Throwing on second down, Young. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And now, third and goal coming up.
Set. Hut, hut.
Here's Young. And he's in. Tyrell McMillan. Touchdown, Panthers. His fourth TD grab of the season. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and through. Panthers will take a 7-0 lead. Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. On the bootleg, it's Nix. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. That's complete to the rookie first-round pick. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Falcon first down. They'll run here with Taylor. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
On second down, it's Nix. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Here's a designed run. Jonathan Taylor. And he will get into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown Falcons. What a year. That is touchdown number 22 on the season.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Time, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. People diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the end again.
On the set. Ready. Hut.
Trying to start on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. They have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Second and 10.
Set. Hut. Ready.
Back to throw. Young. Over the middle, he locates McMillan. Get about 6 before he's taken down. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4.
Set, ready. Ready.
Young. That's a short one, caught by Laporta. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. So 4th down, and Ryan Wright on to punt it away. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. On now is the punt team for the Panthers. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Get it. Bronco 80. Let's go.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. 1st down, Atlanta.
I like the change of pace. The idea that you want to keep the ball on the ground, but you don't want to do it in the traditional sense of just turning around and handing it off to your running back. So this time, they give it to the wide receiver. They get him in space, get the ball in his hands, and he turns it into a solid game.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Oh, my son.
Now it's Taylor. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Oh, my son.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 20. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Kill, 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 kill. Oh, my son.
On the ground, it's Taylor. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another 1st down. The Panthers will take their 1st timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
Oh, my son.
They motion the slot man left. Knicks now on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. finally taken down well behind the line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. Quick throw, that's complete on the slant. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. Joey Sly comes on. They'll try the field goal here. His kick is good. And the Falcons will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This will be returned from the 6. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Falcons with the early lead. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Down. Set.
They'll begin here on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Set. Black 40. Set. Cut.
To throw is Young. Forced out wide. He's going to tuck it and go.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Here we go. 10 black.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Here's Ryan Wright now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. What a way to start this drive. A second big play. This one for 22. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run out of the gun. It's Taylor. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing. Nix. Pass is caught. It's DeAndre Lambert-Smith. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
16-yard pickup on that one. First down, Atlanta.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Falcons.
They'll run on first down with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Falcons. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Out comes Sly for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Falcons will get out in front 17-7.
After 7. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Ready.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He was brought down at the
Really well executed counter run there, Mike. And what you're trying to do anytime on these misdirection schemes is you're trying to get these linebackers that might play at a 4.5 speed to maybe play at a 4.7 speed. The hesitation, not understanding exactly where the ball is going to end up, gives you an advantage offensively, just like we saw here.
And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
45, wide. Hut.
They'll stay on the ground. Trying to bounce that one outside, but only to be able to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
He was looking for Jim DK that time. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Ryan Wright.
Here's their punter now,
formation.
as he is on to punt for Carolina. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. And he'll get forward for a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Play action now. It's Nix. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I really like this defensive play call. Knowing the offense is backed up on their own territory, take the fight to them. You know their first order of business is they're just trying to get some breathing room. Don't give it to them. Go attack. It's exactly what they were able to do, and that hit is what ultimately led to that incompletion.
Into space. Inside the 30. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 95 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Slides extra point, up and good. And the Falcons up their lead. It's now 24-7. Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. Here's Williams on the return. And this will work out quite well as they'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Watch out now. 60 series. Here, set.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Jalen Walker there to make the play.
On the set.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Ready. Ready.
Throwing is Young. That's taken in by McMillan. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Set.
They'll turn and hand this one off, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
I just don't love the look of this offense so far in this game, Mike. I mean, this first half, they've been flat, they've been lethargic, there hasn't been a lot of urgency, and we saw it again on this last play. Simple handoff, no gain, same story.
Here we go. Hut, hut.
On 2nd down, Young. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Set. Yellow. 43. Set.
Out of the shotgun, Young. Back over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Open man downfield, it's Addison. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
23 yards.
They'll pick up 23 on that one. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
At the 25-yard
That
line.
last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
Teterow McMillan was the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Hut, hut.
From the gun, it's Young. The catch made by McMillan. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And the Falcons have come up with the recovery. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
Now a timeout. Atlanta, that's their first. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it's going to be third down. The slot man in motion right. From his end zone, he'll throw it on 3rd and long. He's got room past the 25. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break.
A gain of 34 yards. And the Falcons first down.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
A bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
But it is incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it'll be third down.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
Here's Nix to throw. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And the Panthers will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
It's ready.
Young to throw on 1st down. That one's hauled in left side by McMillan. So, 1 half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. On the return, it's Williams. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
Come on, set.
Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
1st and 10.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
So now, 50. Hut.
On play action, Young. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. This one's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Set.
Handoff here, up the middle. He'll get about 2. Up from his safety spot, Jesse Bates makes the play.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8.
Black, 95. Ready?
Here's Young. He's going to air this one out, and that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
To throw, Young. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And this is going to pin them back. It's out of bounds inside the 10.
At their own 8-yard line.
On the handoff, running left. That's Taylor. He's got some space past the 20. Inside the 40. Inside the 10. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 91 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Wow, one of those breathtaking plays, taking it the distance, going coast to coast. A long run pays off with a touchdown.
And Mike, what looks like a simple handoff, just trying to pick up some yards and get themselves out of the shadow of their own goalpost. He got through the initial wave, and he is gone. He takes it the length of the field for 6.
Down. 52 blue.
Off the play fake. Here's Young. Working his way across the field. That is caught by Addison. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
And the Panthers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready. 45. White. Ready.
To the ground, a first down run. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one a gain of 18.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical, right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw. But I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up interesting fourth down decision.
They came up a little bit short there on third down, but I think the reality is, Mike, they've been in four down territory for a while now. You find yourself down multiple scores. You cannot afford to waste any of these possessions.
That is incomplete. Now they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession, and that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on fourth down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead, but it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop, and that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
Hold on, set. Ready. Ready.
Here's Taylor. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Pitts is the man in motion. They'll go again here with Taylor. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and a yard. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he's going to have that Falcons first down. He gets 5 and needed only a yard.
This defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy all game long. Comes through again there with a nice conversion to bring up first down.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Falcon first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw is Nix. He'll find his man, Lambert Smith. And he'll take this down inside the 35. A gain of 16 on that pass play. First down, Atlanta.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw, still result in a big game.
Now a toss, running left, it's Taylor. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8.
Ready. Ready.
Receiver in motion, going right. There's a little pop pass heading to the right. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
Throwing is Nix. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
It's 4th down.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, really for two reasons. One, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. Two, teams' willingness to go for it on fourth down is at an all-time high. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you had things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Here's Williams on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Cut it. Ready, set.
Grab the start on the ground. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Up from his safety spot, Jesse Bates makes the play.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 6. To throw is Young. To the middle of the field, taken in by Addison. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
16 yards. That's good for the Panthers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here's cut.
Now Young. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Blue,
Throwing on 2nd down, Young. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Sacks are drive killers. And again, sacks in my mind are more of a quarterback stat than they are an offensive line stat. You have to have a clock in your head to understand where the weakness of the protection is, where I got to go with the ball if I'm hot, and at the end of the day, just get the ball out of your hand.
He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down. Here comes 4th down.
It's 4th down.
let's go. Cut.
They'll go. Young. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And he's going to have a Panthers 1st down. As this defense too loose there. Gain of 19 on 4th down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now a give up the middle. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Now, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
Ready?
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. This one's just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. You find yourself down big, it's the 4th quarter, there's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Hold my set.
He'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
First down, Atlanta.
Oh, my set.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and...
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Let's go now.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, my set.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. That's catch number 80 in this campaign. And it gives his team a first down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
First down,
Oh, my set.
Falcons.
I'll run with Taylor. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. 2nd and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 44-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they've got him going backwards now, Mike, and this is a worrying trend. We've seen it now the past 2 plays. They have to be able to generate some leverage at the point of attack. Count on positive yardage in the run game.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. 3rd and long.
Oh, my set.
To throw is Nix. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15.
On the set. Ready, set.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple. And it's 2nd down.
13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Hut, hut.
On the bootleg, it's Young. The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line.
The offense's backs were already up against the wall. And after suffering that last sack, it's all but eliminated whatever breathing room they had left. And the rest of this drive, they don't have much room for error at all.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Hunting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Oh, my set.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The defense still has 3 timeouts, and we'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee.
Oh, my set. Ready. Ready, my set.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. They're able to finish the season in style as they get the victory here in the finale in Week 18. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.